And we are back. Jumping the gun, baby. What's up? We got episode 13. Lucky number 13.
1-3.
Say what's up, Clings.
What's up?
How are we feeling for Thanksgiving week?
I'm feeling good, man.
Job
Yeah. I'm ready to spend some
Jazz
time with the kids, make some food, eat some food.
Yeah, that's right.
Watching football.
Football has been great. We are nearing the end, so cherish every week as we go moving forward. We don't have many left. So let's dive right in. People lie, numbers don't. I have Jordan Addison, 8 receptions, 162 yards, and a tutty.
Damn, you just took first.
Did you want to go first?
Yeah, there should only be one name that goes first, and that's Saquon Barkley with 300 total yards and 250. 5 of them are rushing, 2 tutties.
Personal best, I think, right?
Yeah.
So he is cooking.
Heir to the throne, the new king coming up. I know there's only one king.
He's got to have his own.
That.
He's worthy of having his own nickname.
We got to come up with that.
We do.
I vote for that.
Yeah, I like that.
We'll come up with that soon.
So my other two, I had Jahmyr Gibbs, 99 total yards and 2 tutties, and Bucky Irving,
Big buck.
131 total yards and a tutty. Man, went crazy.
Big buck. I got Josh Jacobs, 106 rushing, but he had a hat trick, 3 tutties. Then we had Cortland Sutton. I had to throw a no-namer in there. Not really a no-namer, but
he's a little overlooked.
A guy we never really have in there, but he had 2 tutties with 87 yards.
Hell yeah.
Got a good quarterback down there in Denver now.
Hey, could be Rookie of the Year.
Hey, someone said that on here.
Offensive Rookie of the Year. Something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, let's go. Let's hit that recap.
So let's start with Thursday. Browns 24, Steelers 19.
Shout out, D.
Let's go, Browns.
We said we needed it, D. I think you said, come on, D.
Yeah, way to step up, D. I love it.
Way to step up. Brownies got it done.
I know you saw the red circle.
We seen the red circle.
Fuck that red circle.
We seen the red circle.
Dude, I hate that red circle.
I'll definitely call him. He said, I ain't going to lie. I see the red circle.
Dude, I just keep looking at it. I have too much ADD for that thing to be on the screen.
I thought it was the Thursday night prime thing that you might have had it on, but it's not.
I tried to tell you.
Definitely right. You were right.
Circle.
Dumbass.
Snow is the best.
Chubb had 2 tutties, 60 yards. I'm going to have to say Jerry Jeudy is waking up over there.
I don't think he was down in that one play towards the end there.
Okay.
Do you remember seeing that at the end there? It was
I don't know. That snow had me in a daze the whole
It was the long pass to set them up for the game. I think it was the go-ahead touchdown. But
I thought he got 2 first downs at the end.
He was clutch there at the end.
It was one of those catches.
For those who were watching will remember that play I'm talking about. He went down with the catch, but he was never touched, and the Steelers dude came up and tried to punch the ball, but they blew it dead. Never really went back and looked at it. He definitely was never touched.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I missed
but
that one. Definitely missed
I'm thankful they missed it. Let's go Brownies.
Yeah.
Fuck the Steelers.
We were both wrong, by the way, though, because we took the Steelers. So I'm off the Steelers. I don't know, but I know you're definitely off of them. I'm definitely off of them.
I wanted to pick the Browns. The Steelers were just playing.
You did.
They were just playing well enough that I couldn't pick the Browns in that moment.
Yeah, I gotta take full responsibility for that. You wanted to keep it on the top shelf. We should have just tossed it in the damn trash. That idea of Steelers winning that one.
Let's go. Fuck the Steelers.
So let's move on to the 1 p.m. game. So we got Bucks against Giants, 30-7.
Mm-hmm. Baker was out there running amok.
He's a madman out there. The Danny DeVito.
Kyle's over there doing the double DeVito.
Going, just give me my money. He actually did the press conference after. I don't know exactly why he said it. He did it. I think it was along the lines of he has some kind of Italian in his blood.
I don't think so. I don't think he has any.
And I don't think he has any. I think he just.
I think he was just
Baker.
He was just in the moment.
Yeah.
He was like, "What'll get the people going?"
Yeah, I'm tired of hearing. Yeah, he's done heard the name. Maybe I don't know. It's Bake.
And I think the funniest part is Baker's not a small dude by any means.
No. Not at all.
But the way he runs looks like a child that just stole a remote. Looks like he's running from you.
He waddles.
Like the play he was blocking for Bucky Irving. That's the play I'm talking about.
Out front.
Watch the way he runs.
Find anybody.
Yo, the way he was running, he runs like I said, like a kid that just stole a remote.
Shout out to the Bucks offensive line, though. They had 4 rushing touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
No passing touchdowns. I say that because I have Baker in fantasy, and he didn't have one.
Right.
He had a great game. He got him down there every time. And then we had they handled them with flying colors. The spread was easy because I believe you said something about the spread only being, I think, at
5.5.
5.5.
Yeah.
And then
I told you it wasn't right. I did not.
yeah,
I hammered it
should
in a bet, and I nailed that.
easily.
I got it.
Easily. Yeah, good call on that one.
And Kyle just showed me his quote that you're talking about. He said, he just kind of blacked out there. He was just going with it. He doesn't know what he's doing out there.
Okay.
So he just did it in the moment. One of
the reporters, I think, was trying to fish there.
Yeah.
Going with the
Trying to see
Italians.
what's going on.
Yeah.
So,
What else we got?
We'll move on to that Chiefs-Panthers game. Chiefs win 30-27 at the end. I tell you what, Bryce Young is looking better.
He's coming back. They just lost a good target though. Jay Sanders, did you see that neck injury?
Yeah.
Me and Kyle seen it. We were watching that game when it happened live, and he bounced on his head. He's from he was Texas's tight end last season. Yeah.
Is he a rookie this year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense if he was Texas tight end last year.
That's okay.
That's on me.
That's okay. We're getting into it.
But Bryce Young though, he's starting to look better. I think he's playing
263 and a tutty.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's playing well enough now to I think you got to give him at least another year because, like I said, you used the number 1 pick on him. Kind of hard to just right the ship already. I think you have to kind of as well as he played yesterday. They owe it to him to next draft get some linemen. And try and see what they can do. Yeah, it's not good. They just scored easily.
Who scored?
J. Herb. Ran that bitch in.
Of course, no.
Fuck you, Roman.
Well, hey, we got high scoring now. High scoring. I need it to be high scoring. I think 59 points and a Ravens win will get me the pick 'em.
There you go.
That's what I need.
Chiefs side.
Yeah, to wrap it up with the Chiefs, we got Patty throwing for 3 tutties, no picks. He's looking more like the Patty, 269 yards. I will say who's not looking like the right guy. They got Noah Gray getting all the tutties.
Yeah, Travis Kelce's on the back end now, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just not sure with that. I'm not used to seeing that name.
Right. And then
2 tutties.
Last week, I think I said something along the lines that Chiefs defense has been playing solid, and now the last 2 weeks they let up 24-plus points consecutive games. So their defense not looking as good as it has been. So we are. I hope this is towards the Chiefs' downfall.
Yeah.
I can never take Patty out of the question. It's Patrick Mahomes. So
I've seen a stat where Andy Reid has 10-plus wins in the last 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
He already got his 10 wins. Go ahead, downfall. Lose the rest.
Exactly. I mean, honestly, the regular season doesn't mean shit for them. They're primed to make the playoffs every year.
I think the AFC is a little bit stronger this year.
Yeah,
I was telling somebody today, Chargers is one of the teams that I think made that not jump, not quite a jump, but just a turn around a corner. Like they made that turn to be in the playoffs and start making some games. You got the Bengals; it's always in there.
I would say jump just because they've turned a lot of things. They got new coaches.
Okay, I'm gonna jump. Okay, fine. Jump
in the
we're jump.
Hey,
jumping that. Yeah, I'm getting
people's ears.
My bad. If that hurts your ears, I am sorry. Let's move on.
Yeah, we can move on
to that wild ass game. Cowboys and Commandos.
You had arrows going everywhere. I didn't know where you had where.
Yeah, that's my brain. All right, so we got Cowboys somehow, some way, pull out the win against the Commandos, 34-26. I was totally wrong on this game. I thought the Cowboys were dead.
Yeah, the Commanders fucked the sexy six. They screwed us.
The Commanders have not won since we left them off of
that Ravens Steelers.
Sorry, it was Commanders Steelers like weeks ago.
Yeah,
we left them off, and they haven't won since.
Yeah, I think last week you said fraudulent. I think that looks pretty.
With a question mark? Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty. I think you can say it with an exclamation point now.
Yeah, because now they're 2 games away from the Cowboys with 6 games to go.
Yeah, and
they could end up just throwing that wild card spot right in the trash.
Yeah, I mean,
that game was 3-3 at half. By the way,
they have a good shot at that wild card, but I don't know. It hasn't looked as good as it has the last few weeks. The last few weeks have looked off the rails for them.
Right.
Not what they have been.
Don't look good. He had 2 picks this game.
Yeah.
To supposedly hurt Cowboys defense.
Right.
They didn't even have Diggs. And I hate that I'm talking good for the Cowboys, but they got a heartbeat.
I like them this week coming
They
up.
do.
We'll get into that, but we'll
Yeah, let's stop.
I mean, they
talking
play a
about them.
shitty Giants team, but
Both teams suck.
yeah, kind of.
It was a wild finish there. I don't know if you got to see that.
Yeah,
It was like 30,
yeah, I saw it.
31 points in the last
thought-
like 3 minutes.
Yeah, it was. I think like 3:05
Crazy.
left in the game. They had
That's
31
crazy.
points.
31 points get put up.
And we have. I forget what I was going to say.
The next
Oh
game?
no, I was going to say. I thought for a second they were going to save us with that Terry McLaurin,
Yeah.
and then they missed the extra point. Bums, bunch of idiots.
You see his eyes after he missed it. He like put his hand.
Yeah,
He hit the Home Alone.
yeah. Oh no, yeah, you missed it, you idiot.
Oh, they blew the sexy six.
Yeah.
That would have been 3 out of 4 weeks for us.
Oh, I could have used it.
Yeah, facts. All right, let's move to that next game. Which one you got? Because this is where my arrows are going.
I had
Go ahead, you drive.
Dolphins.
I'll jump on.
Dolphins 34, Patriots
fault.
15. Yeah, don't do
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Don't do that. Why? What you doing over there?
Dolphins waxed the Patriots. Never really a close game ever. Jonnu, as you said last week,
Your
Jonnu
favorite
Smith.
target. Yeah.
Another game, 9 receptions and a tutty.
11 targets.
Yeah, so he's definitely looking his way.
I think he's the new. I'm not going to think it anymore. He's definitely the new favorite
the
target.
past couple weeks, he has
Tua though.
in fact been his favorite target.
317, 4 tutties.
Yeah, Tua. Like I said, Tua getting back healthy with that offense, it
that's
helps
great.
them tremendously.
Aguilar. Waddle had a great game, 144 and a tutty.
Mm-hmm. He's been kind of silent this year.
He has.
I know he was hurt there for a little bit, but he's been pretty quiet.
Maybe with Tua coming back. he
True.
looks
I guess that's part of it. Not having Tua that goes a long way.
Another one is Art. I can never get his name right. Archon.
A-Chain.
A-Chain. I think that's they got a low key scary offense. If it's clicking, it's up there with us. And
Yeah.
y'all.
They have a chance to make the playoffs. As I think I said it last week. I think I asked you, will they make a run?
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
My vote was yes.
Yeah,
but I looked at it, the AFC playoff picture. It's going to be tough because those 3 teams that are actually in the playoffs right now, it's pretty tough. Like you got all right. Here's the AFC wild card spots. You got Kansas City, Buffalo, Pittsburgh, Houston. All got the 1 through 4. Chargers have 5 at 7-3. Baltimore 7-4 with the 6th seed, and the 7th seed is Denver 7-5.
Yeah, I think Oz will be on those wild card spots.
Facts.
Broncos, they're going to have to finish strong to hold that last spot. I think a lot of teams are going to be eyeing them up to fall out because I think the Ravens are strong enough to hold their own there.
I think so too. I think actually, if I'm being real, Pittsburgh falls down into there and starts juggling their spot.
They have a really tough schedule coming up, so
them.
it's not far fetched because they play us again. They play
I'm with
the
it.
Chiefs.
They had their season already.
I forget who else they play, but they have a tough schedule coming up.
If you think about it, Mike's got enough to get his winning season, and that's it.
Yeah, true.
So, all right, so that's enough for that game. Let's move to the Lions
Mm-hmm.
and the Colts. Lions beat the Colts. We already knew this was going to happen. 24-6. Montgomery and Gibbs total 3 tutties.
Yeah.
That's a
Sonic and Knuckles. I don't know if you saw
that's
this.
yeah.
It's
That's
a good nickname.
That's a great combo too. They're good.
Yeah, they I think they either took the lead or tied for the most multiple touchdown games between a duo.
Okay.
I know it's their 11th time doing that, where they both have scored in
I
a
think
game.
the last good duo we seen like this was Jonathan Stewart and D'Angelo Williams with Cam. Damon Dash. I think that was their.
Yeah.
Maybe Damon Dash. I think that's what it was.
I'd have to think
Or
back on that.
No, Thunder it was Thunder and Lightning.
I don't remember their nickname,
something like
but
that.
I remember those guys.
Absolutely.
D'Angelo Williams was so fast.
Colts still suck, by the way. And just to finish it off with this game, I'm not a believer on the Lions. I got to go out on a limb. I see the face. It has nothing to do with. If anything, I would tell you I was scared of them, but I'm not. I feel like our defense would shut that up.
I'd like to see it.
And we already seen what Goof can do when he plays a good team. Look who he's playing.
I mean, he's played some good teams as well.
Let's look that up. What's their last five games? Yeah. Stat check that, Kyle. You got anything else on this game?
What
you got on the lines though?
I mean,
what makes you so? I mean, obviously 10-1. No, they're good.
I think they have just as good a team as you guys. I'm not saying one's better than the other. What personnel group is better?
I don't think their defense is as good as ours.
I think it is.
Mm-hmm. That's why I need these games. So I need to see how much points they're letting up.
I mean, they just let up 6 points
to the Colts.
I understand that, but I mean,
6 to the Jags, 23 to the Texans, 14 to the Packers.
Yeah, 14 to the Packers is impressive.
Yeah, no. Nothing over 29 Vikings. Okay.
Seahawks were 29, and then the Cardinals were 11.
Okay, so only two.
Game.
No. Okay, no. Only two games over like 24 points.
I'll say this: I look to see the Eagles and Lions face off in the playoffs. I think they'll both make a deep run.
NFC Championship
could be. Depends on where
I said that tonight. That's what I think.
It depends on where the seeding lines up, but I could certainly see them both making it that far if they're on opposite sides.
Mm-hmm.
If they're the 1 and 2, which at this point I think they are.
Yeah. And I think that'll switch up. I think we'll grab the one.
Definitely could, because they have a tough division. They still have to play, I think, the Vikings again, the Packers again.
We have one game left that I'm scared of, and that's it. We could win out, potentially.
I don't know who you guys have left.
You guys and the Steelers are the only two games we have to worry about. The other games are like 5-win teams.
Yeah, there's the ones you got to...
No, I ain't worried.
You say you ain't worried about them until you lose one. Speak from experience over here.
What else we got?
Fucking
Let's
Raiders.
go.
Raiders, that game sucked. Who do we got? We got the Vikings 30, Bears 27. The Bears were able to keep Justin Jefferson under wraps. Of course, I bet on him that game.
Not everybody else, though. Everybody else cooked.
I know. And I think Jefferson was the only one I bet on.
Addison had 8 receptions, 162 yards, and a touchdown. Hawk had 7 receptions, 114 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Sam Brady with the 2 touchdowns, one at the end of the game to tie it, right?
I thought he was about to go out of the game. Well, he did come out for like a play, but he went down with his ankle. You would have thought he got shot.
And then Jones rushing. He looks good in a Vikings uniform. 106 yards and a touchdown for Jones.
Yep.
And then Caleb. I mean, Caleb kind of looks a little bit better. He's looking a little bit better.
Yeah, it's just still every play he looks like he's running for his life.
It really against a good Vikings defense, and I've seen something where they made Williams try to get the ball out quicker. They told him he had to get it out, I think, in less than like 4 seconds kind of thing, or an average of under 4 seconds.
4 seconds is a long time.
Right.
Under 3.
No. That's what his average was 4, and I think
they're
trying to get him to knock it down.
Yeah, because he's running for his life.
That's what the issue was.
He's running for his life every play, so he's got to get rid of it.
Well, if you think about it, the NFL is a lot quicker, too.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
You got to be a lot quicker. You can't just hold the ball waiting for somebody to get open.
That's what they say. There's on-time plays. Like, you have to be on time every play. If you're late or if you're early, could be a turnover in the NFL. I mean, it's nothing
or
safe.
Sack, or you're just bad play. Yeah, right.
So I look for them definitely to next year look to get him some protection, whether it's free agency.
Are you a Vikings believer? Any
I don't
farther
know.
in the playoff?
No, I think they're a good team, and I think they'll be a tough out. I just don't see them as a threat. I think I said this a couple weeks ago. I just don't. With Justin Jefferson, if you can lock him down, they have other weapons. They have Addison and Hawkinson, who had good weeks this week with Jefferson getting shut down. But I don't know. It's just something about that. I don't know. I'm not believers.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm not a believer either. That's why I asked. I just wanted to know your opinion on it.
Yeah. Like I said, I think they could make a run, but I just don't know if it's a deep run, personally. Right. They could win a playoff game, yeah. That's about. I don't know if I'd give them more.
No, I'm with it.
Titans 32, Texans 27. This game was something.
I just said something about always betting against the Titans too, and I'm glad we left the Texans off that, because that would have bit me in the ass.
I think this is one of them I talked you out of too. I was like, I don't love it.
I didn't like it because the odds were so crazy for
right. I think
For
they
the
were
Texans.
6.5 or 7.
It was
point
nuts.
favorites.
So with that, are the Texans frauds?
I think you have to have that conversation
I
because
mean,
they
we
just,
called this game close, but we didn't think that they would lose. We both called Texans on this one.
yeah, and I just don't know if I don't know what it is with the Texans. They just have looked like a shell of themselves compared to last year.
Yeah, CJ's struggling with 2 picks too. That's not him.
And running out of the end zone to end the game essentially.
Orlovsky in it.
Yeah, Orlovsky the hell out of it. I just don't know what it is with them. I've been saying it all year. They just don't look the same, and I think it's just continuing.
And I thought it was Nico and Mixon not being together, like out there to help him, and it's not. It just don't look. For one, like I said, it's the turnovers with CJ. I think that's where it starts because that's not what they're used to. I don't think he had a pick last year. I think he had like the long. He had like the longest streak for completions and attempts without a pick.
I can't confirm or deny that.
I'm like 99 on this one. I think it's attempts, not completions.
Right.
But without a pick, and now he's throwing 2 to at least 1 a game kind of thing. So I think CJ is the fault for the Texans.
Yeah, and I think part of it too is they're not giving him much protection. He is having to scramble a lot and get out of the pocket, but he has not looked.
I'm not aware. Did they lose any linemen?
I don't think Laramie Tunsil played.
Okay.
If he did, he might have went out. I don't know. For some reason, I don't think he was
No,
healthy.
I'm saying like throughout these last 5 weeks.
No, I'm not sure about that. We'd have to check on that, but I'm not sure.
Maybe they took a couple nasty injuries and we don't even know about it.
Yeah, either way, it's just
We should.
CJ doesn't look the same. Defense doesn't look any good, which D'Amico Ryan's defensive coach, you would hope that it would look better.
Right.
So I don't know. There's just a lot of concern for that Texans team compared to last year. Now there is still primed to win their division, but a threat in the playoff, nah.
On the other side of the ball, Titans.
I remember I said last week
What do you got-
as well,
what do you
that
got to
was
say
the
about him?
future. I think he might. I think
278, 2 tutties.
I
That
think
was
you
a
got
good
to give him
call.
another year.
It was definitely a good showing for Will. I think a big win for the Titans is getting a running back that wants to play and still wants to run. Tony Pollard.
Yeah. He
100
looked good.
119 yards on the touchdown.
Yeah, he looked good.
We said it, I think, a couple weeks ago. Tony Pollard getting 30-some carries. We thought that was going to be the offensive workload. Like that's how it was going to flow the scheme.
Yeah.
And it's looking more like Will's trying to throw that deep ball a little bit more.
Will's not afraid to chuck it. I'll say that.
Right.
He's not afraid to turn the thing over because
Mayonnaise Will.
He had that pick six. He's definitely liable for a turnover, but
Yeah.
I mean, you want
And
your
take
quarterback.
chances.
Yeah, I was gonna say you want him to take chances every once in a while,
Right.
and I think he's played himself into at least the conversation to return as the starter next year.
Facts.
So keep it moving. We'll go to 4:00 games. Kind of sucked, honestly.
Stuck but satisfying,
Nah,
except the Cardinals.
I thought they were all bummy.
I was going to say, I was just saying for us getting them right.
Oh, I want some entertaining football. These games
Thanks.
were shitty.
Yeah.
Broncos 29, Raiders 19. Minshew goes down. We got Desmond Ridder coming in at quarterback for the Raiders, so just more of the same. They're going to look like shit, I think.
I was glad to see the other side of the ball.
Yeah, Bo, still looking good.
He sets a rookie record for touchdowns for a rookie for Denver. It's Denver's.
I was going to say,
It's Denver's rookie touchdown.
season.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, I think he's got 18 in the last
So he's going to just stack onto that.
couple games. Yeah. I think he might finish with at least 30.
Has a shot for sure
Yeah,
because they're, good 5.
He threw the ball 42 times, so they're definitely trusting him.
Yeah, I was going to say that throwing 42 times, he hasn't thrown that much really at all this year. So
And you said it the first couple weeks. He's their
not afraid
leading
to run.
rusher. Yeah,
Yeah.
you said he was actually their leading rusher for a good bit. Now he's throwing the ball.
he's definitely getting confidence, and
the kid's starting to wake up.
yeah, he looks comfortable in Sean Payton's offense, which I know Sean Payton's happy to see because he hand chose him essentially.
You think he's a lock for offensive rookie of the year?
I don't know about Locke. It's going to depend on what Commanders do because if Jaden Daniels can finish the year like he started, I think it's his to lose essentially. But right now, I think it's Bo's to take, if that makes sense.
It makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
I think it's Jaden's to lose, but Bo's to take.
Yeah, because Jaden definitely had a better start. I mean,
Right.
going, what were they, 7-2?
Right.
That's a hot start, but now you got the Broncos, who's coming up on, I think, like 4 wins straight.
Yep. Same record. They both have the same
they
record.
they lost to the Chiefs barely, but maybe 4-1 in their last 5.
Right. Right. Still,
yeah, it looked good.
he's putting up a good case for himself. I'll say that.
I said it last time. Denver's on the up and up.
They are. I mean,
choo-choo.
they're. I don't know. We got to see what they do in the future coming up. I mean, I don't think they're much of a threat this year, but this offseason, make a couple moves, strengthen the defense, strengthen the offensive
Jump the gun.
line.
Do they make the playoffs?
Ooh.
They're
Kyle,
set-
can you
they're
give me
set-
their final opponents?
Yeah,
I'll make
that's
I'll
good.
make a judgment off
No,
of that.
I like that. I like that. With that, you had on the other side, Myers is the only person left at the Raiders. Look for him to get traded soon too. He had 10 receptions, 121 yards for the Raiders.
Jacoby?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the only person they got left over there.
Say it loud and proud, Cal.
Monday Night Football at home. And then they have the Colts at home.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Chargers away, Bengals away, and Chiefs at home.
Ooh.
They're going to be fighting for their lives the last 3.
So that Chargers game will be a big one because they're both going to be around the same record.
Miami might sneak in
I know. Well, things are going to get interesting for those wild
for the
card
AFC.
spots.
Facts.
And NFC too. There's a couple NFC like the
Yeah, I just haven't looked at it yet.
NFC
That's the only
West
reason.
is
The West
a
is
mess.
looks like the NFC a couple years ago, and we just couldn't figure out who was going to win it. No one wanted to win it.
NFC East.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no one wanted to win it. I think like 3 years ago. Jalen's rookie year.
Yeah. So we'll keep it rolling. Packers 38, 49ers womp womp 10.
Yeah, Pack is back definitely.
Yeah, I picked the 49ers before I knew that Purdy and Bosa were both going to be out. So that's
That's right.
that
You
comes
did-
with the
you did
territory
great,
of
yep.
jumping the gun. Starting
Mhm.
or a week ahead essentially. So
Mhm.
that's the territory. It comes with jumping the gun.
Facts.
I definitely would have taken the Packers knowing that information.
Are you done with the Niners though? Because you said last week if they lose,
Yeah, I think I'm done. I don't know. I just don't. They just. It's kind of the same thing with the Texans. They look like a shell of themselves. Debo looks like he lost a step. Kittle has been really their only bright spot. Purdy has been okay. Their defense has been a little sus. So I just don't know. Like I said, they just look like a shell of themselves from recent history. I mean,
Right.
You think of the 49ers, you think of dominance.
exactly. I was gonna say I think it was early in the season. I said they were gonna. That's how the Cardinals were gonna sneak in, is them going down, and we're seeing it. 5 and 6. We definitely didn't call this. No one thought they were going to be 5 and 6. You know what I mean?
Right.
I
Yeah.
was taking a shot in the dark and hoping that they would have that downfall, just because we already talked about it. I don't like them at all. But it's starting to show that
You said it as
everything. Yeah, I said it as kind of like a fluke joke, kind of hoping.
but it's come to fruition.
Yeah.
It's a real
Right,
concern for them,
right.
honestly. I mean, it's
I'm loving
been
it.
really bad.
I'm loving every minute of that downfall.
Yeah. I mean, it's something to keep an eye on because, I mean,
It was
with
a flash in the pan for like 2 years.
like we just said, that NFC West is up for grabs, so they're technically not down and out, but it just looks pretty bad right now.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely concerning. And they don't have an easy opponent next week. We looked ahead, 49ers, Bills, so I don't know. It's not great for them.
Go to 5 and 7.
Other side of the ball, though, the Packers continue to look well on offense.
Right. They got a tough opponent next week too in Miami.
Defense, I think
Thanksgiving.
I think next week will be a good test for that defense. We just said the Dolphins. So Dolphins have had a high-powering offense last couple games. So good test for the Pack coming up.
Facts.
Last 4:00 game, Seahawks 16, Cardinals 6, and I was very underwhelmed with this one.
Oh yeah, this is the one that I didn't care for when we were just talking about how the games just sucked.
I was really excited for this game.
Me too. I
And
thought
it
it was
was-
going to be potential game of the week. And
Yeah.
It was just
Not even close.
terrible. I said the Cardinals could wake up or could just come out sleeping.
And
not
they
wake up.
did. Yeah. Came out flat.
They came out just dead. 6 points.
Trey McBride, pretty much the only bright spot of that Cardinals offense for the game. He had 12 receptions for 133 yards, and I think he's taken Kyler's favorite target.
I agree with
We
that.
kind of saw at the end of last year they were building that connection together. and it's carried over to this year. So
Ertz played well with Kyler too. Though.
Yeah.
He likes his tight ends.
yeah, apparently. Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Yeah,
I got them staying away from our money because anytime we pick them to win, they lose. When we pick them to lose, they win.
Yep,
So
I'm with you there.
they're on our ban list with the 49ers.
Yeah, and the Seahawks, they had 5 sacks, so getting to the quarterback, I feel like they're starting to settle into that.
You never know. We say this one week, and next week we'll be like,
Well,
Gino.
I'm saying I'm talking about their defense. Their defense, they got our defensive coordinator,
Okay.
Mike McDonald, as their head coach, and he was a hell of a DC for us last year,
Okay.
and he's starting to get settled in.
So you're thinking they're more defensive.
I think that defense is going to start keeping them in games.
Okay.
I mean, holding
That's
the
fair.
Cardinals' offense to 6 points.
Absolutely.
Cardinals' offense has been pretty decent.
Absolutely. Now I'm with it.
So
They
something to
just
keep
beat,
an eye
they
on.
just beat the 49ers too.
Maybe take the under in their game next week. Who do they play? We'll get there.
Ooh.
Who do they play?
My man is working.
I'm-
His brain is.
Oh, dude, I might hammer that. They play the Jets.
Yeah, that might have to be.
They might put it low though. To be honest,
You heard it.
They
You
might.
heard it.
They might put it low. We'll have to keep an eye on it.
Yeah. So let's move to. It was my game of the week, but it did not have. I mean, it had some showings. It had a lot of
If you're an Eagles
excitement.
fan,
Yeah, if you're an Eagles fan, it was game of the week. If you weren't, it just was another blowout by a good team.
you're right.
Eagles stomped the Rams 37-20. Go Birds.
Yeah,
We moved to 9-2. We smoked them. We lost Slay
yeah.
and BG.
Did they say what happened to Slay?
So Slay, I think it was his shoulder, and BG is out for the season, torn tricep.
Damn, that sucks.
It's
might-
definitely a bad loss for us, but we have such depth at D line that
Do you think that's the end for him? He's old.
it's been going around today. He actually said if he, I'm quoting him on this one, if this is the way I got to go out, so be it.
Damn. That
So BG's an animated guy. He's an emotional guy. He plays with his heart on his sleeve. He's arguably one of the biggest trash talkers in the league.
Oh, easily. Yeah, I
And-
think he's top 3 for sure.
Absolutely. He's a great dude. I've watched him for 15 years, man. I think he comes back one more time just because he's not satisfied. He's just not. You can tell he's not satisfied.
Yeah, when the team's playing this well to go down with injury, that just
and if you think
takes the
about
life out of you.
it, we have a really, like I just said a minute ago, we got depth. So if he does come back, he doesn't have to play every down. He can just play the third down rushes,
right.
something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He can ease his way out. So I think he can come back. Concussion, not a shoulder concussion. So he should be back by next week, hopefully. If not, we looked great. I think we'll be all right. Our defensive line had 5 sacks, so even without BG, I think he went on the third. Even without him, I think we had a couple more sacks afterwards.
Yeah.
What was the guy's name? Kyle? Milton Williams. Milton Williams, he's a new guy for us, but had 3 sacks, 2 pass rushes. Just he could easily fill
He's
in
getting
for
there.
BG, yeah.
And the Rams, they looked okay. Their defense, like I said, I think I said it last week, their defense has just been pretty bad. So it's defense in this league wins you championships and keeps you in games. So it's just not ideal to have your defense be the weak spot of your team. So I don't see them in that NFC West. I see them as the lower tier of that. I think it'll be more between the Cardinals, Seahawks, and 49ers.
Yeah.
I like the Rams offense with Cooper and Nakua, but that defense is just.
I was just going to say, they just showed what they look like against a top defense. And
Right.
we have the top defense in the NFL right now.
I mean, they put up 20, which is respectable.
The only reason why they got 20 is because Slay went down and Puka started cooking.
Yeah, I like Puka. He's a
He
good
was
player.
going off on Rodgers, our 4th string corner.
Yeah,
Moving back to the offensive side of our ball though, Saquon Barkley,
insane.
does he have a shot at MVP? That's the question.
He's definitely got to be
that's
in the
going around.
conversation
Right.
just because of the numbers he's putting up and the streak you guys are on. When he plays well, you guys win. I mean, you guys are what, 7 straight?
Well, him and Jalen playing well. I have Jalen's hot streak I wanted to talk about, but both of them when
Is 7 straight wins?
yeah, 7 since Nick shaved his head.
Yeah. Speaking of Nick, he made a bad call in the beginning.
I have him.
Then he wrote his
He
ship,
He
right?
did. When that bad call came out and he went to bat for it,
Yeah.
That's the Nick. That's when you got to bring that out, Nick.
Yeah, that's exactly right. There's a time and a place for it. He scares me when it's going to get later down the line in
I'm with ya,
playoffs that
100%.
something.
He actually, you can see him lip mouthing something to a ref, and I thought he was going to get in trouble for it.
Right.
What he said is after the ref came over and kind of shrugged his shoulders like, I didn't see your challenge flag. It is what it is. They already ran the play, kind of saying, oh, well. He looked at him and said, that's fucking bullshit. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
And, gave him the
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you got to be a professional. I get the emotions are high, really high.
Nah, fuck that. Call it the refs. Refs suck. They all suck.
Yeah, but can't you get tossed out for doing that?
You'd get a warning
Am I
first.
wrong?
You'd get a warning first.
Even if it's something just crazy off the wall. So what if
He'd have to touch him. He'd have to put hands on the ref.
It's a slippery slope. He had some rage in his eyes when he was saying it.
Hey, let it eat. Fuck the
Nah,
refs.
I'm with it.
Rest.
I think he's getting better. That's the one time I was with him on it. And last week I did say it. Barkley makes us a Super Bowl contender.
Absolutely.
And with that being said, I'll wrap it up with a little bit of Eagles stats. And this is going off the top of the dome. Kyle might be able to fact check me on this, but the Eagles right now are first in defense, first in points scored, first in offense, first in rushing yards, and first in touchdowns. Sorry, touchdowns. Get it out today, Junior. And since week 5, right? Since our bye, right? Also, if you think about that, bro, the craziest part, we haven't scored in the first quarter a touchdown yet. How are we total in points?
Well, you score the rest of the game. There's 4 quarters.
That's just letting you know we can beat you in 3 quarters. That's tough.
It's not ideal.
It's not. I don't
Play
care.
a whole game.
I don't care how you don't want us to.
Hey,
do that,
don't.
is what I'm saying. Hey, we got y'all next week.
Yeah, big week.
Time will tell.
Let's go.
Let's keep moving.
We got to win tonight first. We're sitting here losing right now, 7-0.
I was trying to keep your mind off of it.
No.
I keep looking up and it's 7-0. I'm waiting to see that 7-7.
This game sucks.
I'm gonna call it. Lamar's gonna pass to Andrews for a tutty. That's gonna be our next touchdown.
7-0 right now. 14 minutes in the second quarter. We'll see if that stands true. I hope you're right, Clings.
All right, let's move to that preview.
There it is. He's got the P in there.
Week 13 preview. It is Bird Week, ladies and gentlemen.
Bird
Week.
gang. So,
all right, Thanksgiving.
Let's start with these Thanksgiving games. So we're going to do these Thanksgiving games, the Black Friday game, and Monday night, Sunday night as primetime picks. So we got a slew of picks here to pick from.
6 of them things.
So I am currently up.
A lot too little.
I am 25-14 on the primetime picks. Clings is
Just the wins.
22-17.
That's just the win, dude.
Oh, shit.
I'm only down 3.
Yeah.
It could be a good week.
Well, I don't know. There's not many great ones to pick from, to be honest.
Well, this is when I steal them back.
So, Thanksgiving, we got Bears and Lions. Lions are favored -11, money line at -700. I'm taking the Lions.
Taking on
I think
fans.
I think most people are.
Yeah, that should be a blowout.
Should be a dog walk in the park.
Yep. Even though I just said I don't believe in the Lions, I think they should.
Well, I mean, this is another team that you're talking about, like the
I
Bears.
mean, we were talking about the Bears having a good defense like week 3, so maybe that defense shows up a little bit on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a primetime game. Who knows? Caleb might do his nails a certain color.
I think he paints them different every game, so probably.
Maybe it's a good color. Who knows? All right, let's go to that next one. Cowboys. At the
Giants at Cowboys. Cowboys are always at home Thanksgiving.
That's right.
Cowboys are favored -4, and money line at -210. I'm gonna take the boys. Just Tommy DeVito at quarterback. Nah.
I'm not gonna take the Giants.
Yeah, I figured. He's taking the Cowboys, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not
Cowboys.
taking the Giants. Is what I'm doing.
Cooper Rush looked decent this past week. I think they're good enough to, I hope, beat the Giants. If they aren't,
I said it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I said it. They got a heartbeat. I think that heartbeat will be a murmur. They'll get this win and then fall right back into the gutter.
Owe is definitely offsides.
So we both took the Cowgirls. Let's move to that last game. It's a doozy.
Thanksgiving night, Dolphins at Packers. Packers are favored -3 and money line at 165.
This is where I get one back because I know you went Packers.
I went with the Pack. The Pack
Yes.
is back.
I'm going to shake things up. I went Dolphins.
Yeah, Dolphins are definitely not winning this game.
I'm on that train.
It's way too cold in Green Bay.
I don't care.
Dolphins don't play well in the cold.
Hey, colds are good for concussions, though.
Yeah, that's bad for you.
No, that means if
Tua's going to get a concussion.
he gets one, he'll be right back. He'll be all right. That cold, shake it right
Hell
off.
no. If he
Shake
gets
it off.
another concussion, he's
All right,
you're
well,
carrying him out.
let's not wish stuff on my man.
You the one who said it. You brought it up. I didn't.
You were thinking it.
You said it.
Anyways, Dolphins, he has Packers. Let's move to that Friday
Yeah,
night
Black Friday
game.
this is just unacceptable. Like, this is
Well,
unnecessary.
they know no one's going to be watching it.
Yeah, this is so unnecessary. But
Everybody's going to be out shopping.
Raiders at Chiefs. I don't even know what time this game starts. Is it a night game?
No clue.
Yeah. Anyways, Chiefs are favored -13.5, -900 favorites. I feel like the Chiefs. All of the Chiefs games are close. I'm taking the Chiefs.
It's a 3:00 game, by the way. So it's like right when you get done shopping, you get to come home, watch some football, and crash.
Yeah. Well, Black Friday's changed a lot now because of
Brown
we'll
Thursday.
get there because I got
Oh,
that's
yeah.
part of mine.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
we'll get there
We'll
later.
get there. We'll get there.
But Chiefs -13.5. That seems a little high. Every game they're in is close, even the ones they win.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd like to say the Raiders are going to cover that, but they have Desmond Ridder, I think, going to be playing quarterback. So I just don't.
I'm going to go with Chiefs and
Yeah.
the spread.
Yeah.
Whatever the spread is, I'll take it.
-13.5.
I'll take
Two
it.
tutties.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Seems safe. Like I said,
Noah Gray, 2 touchdowns.
Desmond Ridder at quarterback. Yikes.
I think Chiefs on prime time, their defense likes to play a little bit better. Andy pulls out his tricks.
Yeah, this is a get right game for their
Yeah.
defense. Like I said, they've been kind of struggling the last couple games. So
I
this is a
like that
game-
get right game.
This is a
for the
game for them to
defense.
get right.
Yeah.
So we'll move to the Sunday games. Starts with Colts at Patriots. Colts
go.
at Patriots. Colts are favored -3, money line at -150. I'm gonna take the Colts.
Okay.
I see a spot here for the Patriots to win though, just because of
I'm with you on that.
I'm not believers in the Colts in AR. I think we've been kind of on the same
Mm-hmm.
same mindset there. They just haven't looked that great. I think he's a good threat. I just don't know. I don't know what it is that I'm just not a believer in that offense.
No. I think you're onto it. I went Colts. It was hard for me to pick this.
Yeah,
game 'cause
same.
I like Drake May,
Same.
but I think the Colts. I think their defense. I think that's the tail of the tape. I think their defense plays well enough to keep them in it. I think it's a close game, low scoring.
And part of it too is I debated on taking the Patriots, but watching them last week, Drake May's kind of in the same boat as like Caleb Williams. Every play he's scrambling for his life, running for his life. They have no protection.
He has no receivers either.
A little bit of that too.
He literally has Hunter Henry, I think, and we just said Myers, right?
No, he's in Las Vegas.
Raiders.
He used to be
Okay.
there.
Yeah. But yeah, he has no receivers over there. I think if he gets, I think that's who they draft. I think them and Denver both go after receivers.
Patriots also need a offensive line though.
That's
So
very true.
They need a little bit of both.
Mm-hmm.
You can probably get some in free agency, so we'll see what they do. But I look, wide receiver and offensive line are definitely spots they need to look for.
So let's
Keep it
move
rolling.
to another 1:00 game. We have the Steelers at the Bengals.
We both have the Ravens Eagles as game of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Not to spoil it for anybody, but it's just that game's too good of a game to not. This one I had eyes on Steelers at Bengals. I think this.
No,
is
it's
gonna be a
game of the
good
week
game.
because of we're all biased. Fuck that.
Well, not even that. I think even if you're not a Ravens fan or Eagles fan, you look at
I
it and
know,
it's like
just trying to. Come on, you got to go with me here. Anyway,
we're the best there ever is.
we're the best.
Yeah, Steelers at Bengals. I
do like this for potential game of the week.
Yeah,
though.
I think
I'm
it
with
should
you.
be a good one. It could be a Well, I don't want to say defensive with the Bengals defense because they suck. But the Steelers defense is going to have to step up against this Bengals offense, who has been pretty on fire the last few games,
especially divisional games.
Right. So this is. I took the Bengals.
I took the Bengals as well.
Bengals are favored -3 at home. Money line at -150. I think this is sexy.
Let me go ahead and Let me agree with that.
We'll get there.
Let me agree with that.
So let's
I
keep
like
rolling.
it. I do
Keep
like
rolling.
the sexiness.
Chargers at Falcons. Chargers are favored -1.5 in Atlanta. Money line at -120.
Sexy Chargers.
I took the Falcons.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not sexy. Wow.
Falcons are coming off a bye, so I think they.
Inconsistent Falcons.
Yeah, I don't.
Did they win or lose their last game?
They lost,
Oh, so they're due for
but they were just on a bye, so I don't know if
That's
that.
a win for them, so they're ready for a loss.
I don't know. I just think they have
Okay.
the bye week maybe helped them get some things right because they have been kind of lackluster, and I think they know that.
So let me ask one question, see if it changes your mind. I'm gonna try to sway you because I like this for the sexy, by the way. Just because of the odds, it's almost like a toss up, and I think the Chargers I think the Chargers should be like -2 something. And the reason for that is the Chargers defense. I think the Falcons have no defense,
Yeah,
and their offense is an on and off switch. So if the Chargers, which they're doing pretty good right now,
yeah, they're holding.
and I say that as Derrick Henry rips off a 15-yard rip.
Mm-hmm.
But if their defense plays well against that pass, I don't see the Falcons putting up too many points, man.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what I mean?
they got to get Bijan rolling. That's we've been saying it all year. They got to utilize Bijan, get him going
Mm-hmm.
because when he plays well, they win. So I took the Falcons here. I just coming off that bye, like I said, I think they had a lot of time to sit down and reflect and hopefully right some things that they have
Okay.
been lacking in. So
No, I definitely the money line tells the story, so they must know something that.
it's going to be a pick 'em. I mean, they're
Right.
like I said, it's -120. So someone,
Mhm. I just
something's
feel
gotta give.
like I said, I think that they have to know something because the Chargers being the Chargers right now, the way they're playing, they didn't even have them that bad against you. What was the money line tonight?
we were favored -200. It wasn't much.
It wasn't much, right? Okay, and that's against you guys. I feel like the Falcons aren't that good.
I mean, I think the Falcons are good. I just don't think they're great. If that, it's
No?
I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah, I think this game will be interesting. They're two very interesting teams.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens there.
Yeah, I want to see this game because basically that's gonna give me my answer, what I'm looking for. If they lose badly to the Chargers, like I think they will, then I'm I feel comfortable.
Yeah.
But if they show that they put up them 30-some points, Bijan 2 tutties, Kurt just has a day. We've seen it before, so I'm not gonna say it can't happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, something to keep an eye on. I think this game would be a good one to watch. Here we go.
Bateman.
Yo, he was all over.
Damn. So let's move to that next game. We have the Seahawks at the Jets.
I
Who
took
you
the
get?
Seahawks. So the Seahawks are favored -1.5,
Mhm.
-130 money line. So kind of the same thing as that Chargers Falcons game. Kind of pick who you want. I'm taking the Seahawks. That Jets team is just I can't talk myself into picking them right now.
I'm with you. I've been off the Jets for the last couple weeks since they screwed me for like the 5th time.
Yeah,
I went Seahawks. Just for that reason.
Yeah, and I
I
think-
don't think the Jets are anything anymore.
and I think
they have
part
a
of it
chance.
is like I said that Seahawks defense getting comfortable.
Beautiful Andrews.
Yeah, that Seahawks defense getting comfortable, and that Jets offense has been pretty bad. So I think that's the reason I'm taking the Seahawks there. I think that defense is enough to keep intact what a Jets team hasn't been
Yeah, and you
great.
just gave the stats on the Seahawks defense a little bit ago, didn't you?
No, I said they had 5 sacks last game.
I thought it was something about points. Because this was.
Oh no, I
this was
said
one
they
of
held
games.
the Cardinals to 6 points.
Yeah, but this is one of the games you wanted to take the unders on points.
Oh yeah. I see them. Well, it depends on where they put it at. They might fucking put it at like 34 because they both suck.
Okay. Okay. You're talking total points. You're not talking the opponents.
Well, that too depends on where they put them. If they put them
You
at
can,
like
you can take just the opponent.
yeah, if they put the Jets at 20.5, I'd take the under.
Okay. I'm with you. 20.5.
I might take a look at it.
Yeah, for sure. Next
Yeah.
game.
Texans at Jags. Texans are favored -5, -235 money line.
This is so
This is just NFL for you.
this game and that Chargers Falcons game, I feel like the odds should be switched. for the games.
I don't know. I
Does it
think
do you get what I'm saying?
I think you're just overlooking the Falcons a lot.
I think I am.
Yeah.
I'm done with them. I can't stand them. Derrick Henry Tutty.
There's a flag.
Yes. No.
There's a flag.
No. Oh my
Illegal
goodness.
formation, dude. We are the most penalized team in the league, and it continues. John Harbaugh, figure it the fuck out, buddy.
Womp, 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 womp.
Jeez.
All right, let's go to that. So we're on the Texans Jags. Who do you got?
I got Texans.
I got
I think
Texans.
I think Trevor Lawrence will be back this week. He practiced today.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm still going to pick against them until I see something.
Me
But
too.
I will say this I could see them waking up.
I'm giving Houston one more shot. If they
Yeah, I
lose this
think I'm
game,
on the same boat.
I'm done with them.
I think I'm on the same boat there because if they
should not lose this game.
they should not lose this game. Yeah. I mean, I think they could.
They could. No,
yeah.
right. That's why we're giving them this last shot. Like, this is your last shot, guys.
Yeah.
Let's move to that next game, which I think I got an upset for you.
Go 8. Let's fucking go.
Whoop.
Let's fucking go.
There it is. The grade 8 for the first touchdown. Give me some. Give me some. Give me some. Yeah.
Yes,
Lamar
sir.
Jackson just rushed it in. 7
that's
to
one
10.
check.
Come on, let's go. That's a check.
That's one check.
Is that a check? Oh,
For me,
man.
I put him
I
in
gotta get
school
that.
studying.
Yeah, I gotta get that live up in there.
All right.
What? Keep it going.
Yeah, we got Cardinals at Vikings.
Yeah, this
Vikings.
is the upset I liked.
You're taking the Cardinals.
I'm taking the Cardinals. I think they were sleeping last time. I think they're gonna come out here, give that Vikings a test, and the offense is gonna be too much for that quote air quotes over here. Vikings defense.
Yeah, the Vikings defense just led up 27 to a bad Bears team, so not a bad idea taking the Cardinals. I was just so underwhelmed with how the Cardinals played this past week. As I told you, recency bias. I'm going to go with the Vikings just because I'm not a fan of how the Cardinals just looked. Vikings are favored -3.5, money line at -190. Yeah,
I think it's a toss up on this game.
I think so too. I'd be curious to see who comes out on top. I think this is a good test for both sides because, like I said, the Vikings just let up 27 points to a bad Bears offense.
Mm-hmm.
Cardinals, I think, are a little better, but only put up 6 points against a decent Seahawks defense. So someone's got to give in this game. I'm curious to see what happens. So we'll keep it rolling. Titans at Commandos. Commanders are favored -5.5, -260 at home. This game scares me just because of how the Commanders have been playing. Titans coming off a hot win against the Texans. I'm going to take the Commanders. I'm going to give them another shot, see what they look like, and see if I can, if they can right their wrongs there. What do you think?
Definitely with you on the Commanders on this one last shot. The only reason why is because I said we should bet against the Titans for the rest of the season.
Right.
I think they got their one win. Maybe they might get one more. The Titans, that is.
This could be it. I don't know who else they play.
I just don't think it's the Commanders. I know I want to call them frauds and I want to give them as much
shit as you can.
good as I can, but I got to be a football fan for a minute.
They got to get right.
And I think they have the tools to get right. So
This is
that's
a good
the
spot
only
for them,
reason
too.
why
Against a Titans team that's not.
I'm gonna go with the Commandos. One more shot.
Titans are feisty. I mean, they're fighting every game, but I don't know. Commanders should be better in this one, so we'll see what that looks like.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go to the 4:00 games. The Bird Bowl.
Here we go. We've been waiting
Eagles.
for this all season.
Eagles at Ravens. The line is currently unavailable because the Ravens are playing right now.
Right. We were underdogs, like plus 122. I got a bet in earlier, like right before you came over.
Plus 122.
Mm-hmm.
It'll probably stay around there. Plus what? Like
I think if you guys lose, it goes to even. I think if
I
you
think
guys
you guys
win,
will become favorites at -110 or something. Like,
okay.
like
Yeah.
even. Yeah.
110, 108
Yeah.
kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
No need to say our picks. We all know who we're picking. You're picking the Eagles. I'm picking the Ravens.
Whoa. Whoa.
You picking the Ravens? Let's go. Let's go. You heard him. You heard. Let's go.
Just gonna throw out a little
Go,
joke,
purple
but
birds.
nah. I gotta take my birds. You're gonna take your birds. This is gonna be a game of the week battle. I look for high volume offense, hard hits. This is one of the games that me and another one of my close friends, Justin Christ, shout out Christ, has been waiting to see since Jalen and Lamar started doing their thing. and we finally get to see it.
Yeah, I think the last time they faced off was in Philly during COVID, so there weren't any fans.
Yeah, and I don't think it was that. I don't even know Jalen was playing.
I think it was his first year starting.
Rookie year?
I think it was his second year.
We need a stat check on that. Anyways, but we've been waiting for this matchup for so long, and not only do we get those two candidates playing, we get good defense, good. I was gonna say good.
Yeah,
coaches.
Ravens aren't good defense.
I was gonna say good coaches, but we get Saquon and Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be.
Mono
I think
and
you're
mono.
onto something there. Defense is gonna win this game because someone's defense is gonna have to step up and make a play when it's needed.
Yeah. Sorry, we're watching the game, and that's a good tackle.
All right, we'll keep it rolling. Bucks at Panthers.
Bucks.
Bucks -6, money line at -240 for them. I'm gonna take the Bucks. Even though the Panthers just fought really well against the Chiefs, I think the Bucks showed that they're a good team. They're a solid team. I mean, obviously they just played the Giants, but they beat a team they should have beat easily. So I'm gonna take the Bucks here.
I'm gonna go Bucks with you, and I think it's sexy enough. I don't like the Panthers.
Yeah, I feel that.
I like the way Baker's just playing.
Yeah,
this
he's
year.
going to try and do everything he can to win. That's for damn sure.
I think the Bucks have been green checks every time we picked them.
Yeah, I like putting my money on Bake.
Hey,
Keep it rolling. Rams at Saints. Rams -3, -140.
this is a tough one.
Yeah, I don't love this one either. I took the Rams because they just lost against you guys, so I see them trying to bounce back. But the Saints scare me. I think they're a feisty squad.
They are at home too.
Mm-hmm. New Orleans is a nice atmosphere.
I-
Excuse me.
I'm going with the Rams by the skin of their teeth.
Yeah, I think that -3 is about right. I don't think it's going to get more than 6.5.
Mm-hmm.
Saints could easily cover or win this game. I definitely could see it.
I could see it too.
I'm gonna go with the Rams though. Stick with my gut.
Same here.
Let's go to Sunday night.
49ers.
49ers are in Buffalo Bills. Bills are favored -6.5.
I might take that.
-320 odds. I don't know. That line scares me. I think the Bills win. I'm taking the Bills. I think they win. But
Not
minus
comfortably?
-6.5 is a lot of. That's a lot of points.
That's tutty.
Yeah.
One Josh Allen freak show.
And then a missed extra point.
Oh, they're not. The
We've seen it.
I'm gonna take the Bills, and I like that spread. I think we're onto something with the Niners having their downfall year. We said it week 3 on Jumping the Gun. 49ers are just not the team. I don't care. C-Mac's not the same guy. The Bills are not that same team either. On the other side of the ball, I think they're a lot better.
Yeah, week
So-
3 we were talking different about the Bills. Now they're rolling. So
Rolling.
I don't know. I could see the 49ers waking up and getting themselves right against a tough Bills team, but I'm going to take the Bills. I think it's a solid spot for them at home to beat what was a Super Bowl contender. I wouldn't say anymore. I mean, I guess the 49ers still could be, but I don't know. It's just the way they've looked, I can't really say that with
No, I'm
confidence.
with you.
Monday night, Browns at Broncos. Broncos -5, money line at -230.
You already know who I'm riding with. Bo Nix.
Believe.
Oh, I like that.
I've heard it. It's not original. I've heard it from someone else.
At least you're honest to say.
Yeah,
it.
it's a good one, though.
Yeah, wide my eyes. I was like, oh,
Yeah, we should have been on that a month
fantasy
ago.
nickname.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, I'm taking the Broncos as well. Browns coming off a solid win against the Steelers, but
I think
I think I think that was just their little
to look like the Browns.
Yeah, I think that was a little spark for them.
Sorry, D.
Yeah. I mean, I love Jameis though. He's a lot of fun to watch.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
It's hard to cheer against them because, like I said, we love Jameis. They're normally a bad. I mean, they've been a bad team for this season, so it's always fun to cheer on the underdogs.
Right.
But I just don't see them getting it. Not against a Broncos team that's pretty much. This is the game they need to win with those last 3 games that we said earlier.
You got to win the ones you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they don't win this one, they could fuck them.
Especially with the spot they're at, they have to continue to stack wins against the teams you're supposed to, like you just said.
Facts. So before we get moving to,
well, let's get those primetime picks.
Before we do that, I wanted to go back to that Bird game.
What's up?
We got to do a little bit of predictions. How do you think the game goes? That's all you just said was I'm taking Ravens, and we moved on. I want to hear some predictions.
Like what?
Do you think it's close? Do you think it's a lot?
I think it's a
High
shootout.
scoring?
Yeah, I think it's a close shootout.
Okay.
I'd say
Spread. What you got?
4.5. I say it was decided within 4 points, like a 35-31.
Well, let's do correct score. Let's do that. That'd be fun.
Okay, I'd say 34-31.
I'm going to go 38-34 Eagles.
I like it. I'm going Ravens, obviously, but
Right. Yeah. No, okay. 38-34.
I think
34.
over I think over 50 is a lock. I think that's going to be a high scoring game.
Mm-hmm.
60 is going to be a little close.
Henry 2 tutties. Saquon 2 tutties.
Maybe. It's worth a look.
2 passing tutties from Lamar and Jalen.
That's a lot of tutties.
Hey, all right. Let's get in them primetime picks.
Primetime picks. I have Lions, Cowboys, Packers, Bills. Oh shit! I skipped the Chiefs. Hold on, let me start over. Lions.
You know what happened last time we did this?
Lions, Cowboys, Packers, Chiefs, Bills, Broncos. Lions, Cowboys, Packers, Chiefs, Bills, Broncos. I took all home teams.
There you go.
Don't love it.
That's okay. Let me get this burp out.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Tasty.
All right, I went Lions, Cowboys, Dolphins, Chiefs, Bills, Broncos. Sorry, it's hard to read that. But Lions, Cowboys, Dolphins, Chiefs, Bills, Broncos.
So we got one different.
The Dolphins and the Packers. Out of 6 games. Are you serious?
Half of them are minus 500.
Go Browns or something, dude.
Why don't you? You're the one down. I'm up.
No, you're right. Hey, one at a time. One at a time. We got to play smart.
We are bringing to you something new this week. After this, talking last week, we were talking about those odds with the Sexy Six. So we decided to change it up. We're going to add what we call the Safe Six. So basically, no odds are safe. Doesn't matter if it's minus 700, minus 900. We're putting it on there.
We don't care about the damn odds. We just want the money.
Yeah, we're just looking for what we think is a lock. So we are going to console every episode before and give that to you guys now. That way it's already ready and ready to rock.
And also it has the most, I would say it has the most eyes into it. Like we're putting more thought into it. Like we go through all the games and we go through all of them before we even pick one.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
So we're going to go, we're going to still have our Sexy Six as usual, but we're going to do
the Safe Six.
The Safe Six and the Sexy Six. The Sexy Six is going to be our usual, what we do, go back and forth, pick who we think is going to win. Mm-hmm. But we're going to keep those odds minus 250 and lower. So closer to even money as we can get to get those odds up there. Mm-hmm. So the Safe Six this week is going to be Lions, Chiefs, Bucks, Texans, Bills, Broncos. Again, that's Lions, Chiefs, Bucks, Texans, Bills, Broncos. And those odds, Kyle already checked it for us. We got plus 363.
That's the Safe Six. Those are the
Safe Six. So we think those are locks this week. We're giving that a shot this week. We'll see how it goes.
Let's get it.
So let's go to that Sexy Six.
Get sexy on them.
So let me cross out the ones that we already picked. So
Yep.
Lions game out of there.
Don't cross them all the way out. Just put a check next to them because we might have to use at least one or two. Not all of them are like negative some odds.
Okay, so Lions, Chiefs.
I thought so. No. Great stat correction. So Kyle just brought to my attention that the one win that Lamar had over us during that season was against Wentz.
Carson Wentz.
Which I do believe that I have been, like I said, I've been waiting on this matchup. Not just me and my buddy. Me personally, as a football fan and a Lamar Jackson fan and a Jalen Hurts fan.
Same.
I've been waiting on this matchup for a long time.
Kyle, hook me up.
And the fact that they got Saquon and King Henry going at it, it's gonna be fireworks. I'm so excited for this game.
Yeah, it's even better now that we both have those running backs.
That's what I'm saying.
Couldn't come at a better time.
Could not come at a better time.
All right, so
let's get
Sexy Six. I kind of like the Cowboys.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it.
That was easy.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. To talk you into that one.
No way. We're getting sexy.
Who else did we say was sexy? Oh, the Bengals.
Yep, that was already on there.
Yep, Bengals.
Dude, look, see how this just flows? See how we flow?
Sure.
Oh. All right, so I'm gonna put another one that I think is kind of sexy. I'm gonna throw on there.
Who you got?
I think we add the Bucks on there again.
Minus 240. I like that.
It's not bad, right? Big Bucks.
Um, Texans are
Bills?
minus 235 at the Jags.
Mm.
If you don't love it,
It's
say
not
it.
that I don't love it. Let's keep that on the side. But no, you know what? We already got we got Texans up there. We can't do
Oh,
it.
we do have them.
Yeah.
My fault.
No, you're good. You're good. That was one of the ones I was in about, but we put it on the state.
we said the Commanders. We said we're gonna
give them one more shot.
If they screw the sexy six again, they're canned tomatoes. Get them out. I hate tomatoes, by the way.
All right, we need two more. We can just go Eagles and Broncos.
Yeah, right.
All right. I already said it, but let me see if I can convince you one more time. I think the Chargers over the Falcons is.
I don't love it.
I don't like that Texans one.
How about we don't have the Texans on there.
I know, but
how about the
there?
How about the Colts at Patriots?
Mm-mm. Sorry.
No, you're being honest.
It's just that one. Do we got Dolphins on there?
I didn't pick the Dolphins. I don't think they'll win. I don't think they're
going
to win.
Sexy, dude.
I don't think they're going to win.
Right.
This is tough. Rams at Saints. There's a bunch of games
Did we both go Rams?
I picked the Rams.
Yeah, but we said that was a.
There's a bunch of these.
Is that sexy though? What Kyle? What's the odds on the Rams?
I have it.
What is it?
Minus 140
for the Rams.
Yes.
Let's go Rams.
Yeah, this is getting. We're trying to get frisky here.
See it.
We need one more.
All right, I say we have to go Chargers or Dolphins. You pick.
No, I didn't. I'm not gonna pick a team I didn't pick. How about the Seahawks at Jets?
No, Seahawks are banned. 49ers, Seahawks are banned. I got it right down here. They're banned. It's a note. It's in the book.
Yeah, fuck the Jets. We just go Ravens and call it a day.
If they were plus, hey, let's wait until tomorrow. If they're plus money,
we're not taking the Ravens or Eagles because I think either team could win that one. Obviously. All right, Cardinals at Vikings. You picked the Cardinals though.
I know. We gotta
pick one we don't like.
All right, so we're gonna go to our third wheel. Kyle, give us a name out of the Dolphins Chargers game, hold on.
I didn't.
Or that other game that we just got different.
Why wouldn't we pick ones we picked the same? We have the Colts. We have the Seahawks.
Iffy on them.
We have the let's see, the Rams. Where
they're already sexy. Yeah, you call. Hey, I like that though. That's
all right. Let me tell you,
3 guys on the Bengals.
Or we just go Bills at minus 320. They're not too crazy of odds. We double down on the Bills.
Or double down on the Bronx. Which one's better odds?
One's minus 230. One's minus 320.
Who's minus 320?
Bills.
I say we go Bo. Double down on Bo. Cash the sexy.
All right.
Come on, limit. All right, yeah. Come on, I'm with it.
Broncos. All right, so we have the sexy 6: Cowboys, Bengals, Bucks, Commanders, Rams, Broncos. Run that back. We got the Cowboys, Bengals, Bucks, Commanders, Rams, Broncos. Don't interrupt. People need to hear.
Say it again then.
Cowboys, Bengals, Bucks, Commanders, Rams, Broncos. What do you got for us, Kyle?
What's he got?
Oh,
it's hard. That's because he goes too fast. He goes
Cowboys, Bengals, Bucks.
Bro, I just realized I have 2 of the NFC East teams in my sexy 6, and I do not want these effers to win.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, plus 975. You heard it from Kyle. Now that is what I call tasty.
Sexy.
Mm-hmm. All right,
yeah, that's sexy.
So now so we're gonna switch to what we said. The safe 6 is now worth the look. The sexy 6 is worth a taste.
Yeah, there you go. I like that. You either get the entree, or you just go straight to dessert. It depends. You go to Chick-fil-A, you either get, the entree, or you just say, hey, let me get one of them tasty ass milkshakes. And that's all you get.
Let me get some of that.
Some of that action.
All right, so let's go to
nice catch. Is that Bateman?
Let's go to the Student athletes.
Let's get it on. Let's switch gears over here. We got a Week 13 recap with some good games. We got Indiana losing to Ohio State to start it off, 38-15.
Yeah.
How about it?
Yeah.
Coach
So
Cignetti.
Cignetti, I looked it up this week. He lost.
Did you Google it?
Sorry, I Googled him and he lost.
So number 2, Ohio State, and number 5, Indiana. It was supposed to be a dogfight. It actually was in the first quarter.
Right.
And that's
then it just kind of got out of hand.
Ohio State proved that they are a more dominant. That's a touchdown.
And
one,
motherfucker.
Bateman just caught a touchdown. That's one touchdown pass.
Let's go.
Give me some. Ravens are up. Go back to it. Ohio State gets the win. They showed why they were clearly a top 5 team. Will probably be in the top 4 when they finish. We have Penn State beating Minnesota. 26-25. We have an upset alert. Bama sucks.
Yeah.
Oklahoma, the team that didn't score a single touchdown against Texas in the Red River game, scored 24 points and held Bama to 3.
Yeah, so whenever you told me to give my Final Four, I put Bama in there as my 4th team because I didn't want to put Miami as a homer. Fuck that. Miami's my 4th team. Bama.
I chose Georgia over Bama because I knew one of them would get glazed to get in there.
Yep.
Luckily, I chose the right one.
Yep. Now
It was a toss-up. I had no idea.
I'm going back to Miami. I should have stuck with being the homer, and I should.
Why not?
Miami's
Your
my
team.
4th team.
Yeah, rep them. We go to the next upset we got, and I called this one. Ole Miss loses to Florida 24-17.
A lot of upsets this week.
A lot of upsets.
A few, I should say.
I called Jackson Dart messing up. That's what it was, and they looked fucking terrible. Notre Dame's defense passes the test, and they beat Army. What was that? 49-14. We move over to SMU. Now, this is the team that you said you weren't really worried about. I don't know if you said worried about, but you just it was because of their strength of schedule.
Yeah, I just don't know if they're going to have enough to get into that playoff, to be honest.
They just punched their ticket to the ACC championship with that win.
ACC, they're in the ACC?
Yeah.
SMU's in the ACC.
Yes, that will be that is who I see Miami facing.
Yeah. Well,
and that's if Miami makes it. Clemson's right in the mix.
Yeah.
So
we should be okay.
I hope.
So
that was my pick.
I hope so.
But SMU looks really good at 10-1.
Mm-hmm.
Texas easily wins versus Kentucky. Let's move on to my game. We should have trusted your gut, Mark, and took the 14+.
Yeah, I think you said 10, and I was like,
I said 10 because hey, when you get humbled, you get humbled.
Yeah, true. I mean, you just whenever you take a high line like that, you get
you get humbled.
Yeah, you don't want to go back to it and be wrong again. So I don't blame you.
We were close to calling a couple games this week. The Penn State one, I missed to say that, but we almost called that upset. They only won by 1 point.
Man, that's a close game.
The one we did call right, though, and I think you jumped on the train with me. I convinced you a little bit with the vibes being right down there in Tempe, Arizona.
Yeah.
ASU gets the game of the week nod for me, beating BYU.
Yep.
BYU, I think, was number 6. I think ASU was like 21 at the time.
Yeah, and ever since BYU jumped into that top 12, they've just kind of fallen.
They started playing harder opponents, too.
True.
So I think you were right on that when you said, I think you brought it up a couple times with some of the teams.
I just wasn't buying in yet.
It's the schedules.
Yeah.
And you were right on that. They had a couple of these teams had tough schedules at the end.
Yeah.
So that's enough for the recap. Let's move to that AP Top 12.
Well, I did want to say Cam Ward, he is now the single season passing record for the U. He passes
you throw it up.
He passes Bernie Kosar, which he's held for 20+ years. So, shout out Cam Ward.
Shout out Cam. I'm doing the Cam right now.
I'm going to jump the gun here. I think Cam Ward has potential to be the best quarterback prospect in this draft.
I'm with you. I've seen enough to say that if and when he gets to the league, he will be one of those. He's like a Bo Nix.
I think he's
gonna
got
be an instant.
Yeah, I think he's got the right
starter.
mindset, and two, he throws a beautiful ball. I don't know if you see, he's got a nice spiral.
The biggest
Thing's
thing
tight.
the biggest thing
Pause.
the biggest thing I'm taking away from what you just said is he's got the mindset.
Yeah.
Being a quarterback coming out of the draft, if you're not mature up there already, you're gonna get eaten up. Oh, what a ball! Herbert has a pretty ball too, man.
Yeah, he does. He's got a cannon.
Yeah. Let's move to the AP Top 12 though.
Top 12.
You want to drive?
No, you got it. Go ahead.
All right, I got it. Number 1, we got Oregon 11-0. Number 2, Ohio State 10-1. Number 3, Texas 10-1.
Hook 'em.
Hey, number 4, Penn State 10-1. Those 4 teams remain where they were last week. Number 5, Notre Dame 10-1. They move up. Number 6, Georgia 9-2. They move up. Tennessee 9-2. They move up. Miami 10-1. They move up. SMU.
Take me to Miami.
Hey, puppy. Number 9, SMU 10-1. They move up. That's the biggest move up is SMU. That's the new team that I'm glazing this week is SMU.
Jumped up 4 spots there.
Yep, and then we have the biggest drop right now. Indiana at number 10-1. They dropped down 5.
We were talking last week. We were curious to see if they took a bad loss to Ohio State where they put them. I don't think it was bad enough to drop them out. So I think they're going
I think you and Kyle asked me where do I think they drop. You guys do this a lot whenever somebody gets upset. You guys just like to pick my brain.
Yeah, see what you think.
See what I think, and I've been on every time. I think I said Indiana was going to drop to, 10-12? I think I said that, Kyle? 10-12? I was just thinking double digits.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but I just thought they would stay in, but, make them sweat.
Yeah.
We move to number 11, Boise State, 10-1. They move up. Number 12, to finish it off, Clemson, 9-2. They move up 5. That's another big jump. That's actually the biggest jump, not SMU.
Yeah, and you got the outside looking in there. You got number 13, Bama, 8-3. They drop out.
Mm-hmm.
Number 14, ASU. They move up, 9-2.
From 21 to 14.
And then Ole Miss at 8-3, sitting at 15. So
I don't know why they even have them up there.
These last few weeks are going to get interesting. I'm excited to see what happens with these.
You got 3 ACC teams in the top 12.
Yeah, I honestly think this year is a perfect year for that SEC or that expanded playoff because I feel like the SEC is not as strong as it has been in the past. I think there's a lot of teams
I'm with you on that.
Beating each other up, kind of.
I'm with you on that, and I'm not going to say that's why Texas looks so good. Like, we're not really that good. We're just in a shitty conference now. I'm not saying that, but I'm able to say that I thought it was going to be a little bit tougher. I did not see Texas being the number 1 team out of the SEC right now.
At this moment?
Moment, no way.
Right.
I can be real with that.
Yeah, that's pretty – I don't think you're wrong in saying that for sure.
So let's get to that preview. Let's see what games to watch this week. We got a couple of them. First one we got Michigan at Ohio State. That's a rivalry game. So I messed up last time down Ohio State. I'm not going to let that happen again. I think Ohio State easily takes down Michigan in this one. But it's a rivalry game, so you never know. I think D would have to tell me I was crazy again.
Yeah.
Let's move to that next one. We got Tennessee at Vandy. This is a SEC test for Tennessee. We've already seen Vanderbilt be an upset team this season, so look for that one to be a little closer than we think. Nico's still not it for me. Let's move to an intense one. We got South Carolina at Clemson. I know you're hoping South Carolina's defense can shut down Clemson, but I just think Clemson is on that roll. They need to win this game, otherwise they're out. So.
Yeah, as long as Miami wins out, they're going to make it to that ACC championship game. So Clemson and SMU both need to be on their shit because it's going to come down to one of those two to face Miami like I said, if Miami doesn't fumble the bag there.
It's
but
really all 3 of them. Whichever one slips, the other two's gonna pull ahead.
Right, absolutely.
Let's move to. By the way, I got that at potential game of the week, the South Carolina Clemson.
Okay.
By the way. So just keep a view on that one.
Something to keep an eye on.
Yeah. Let's move to the next one, another potential upset. Because I said it last week that Bama could screw the pooch because they did. I could see them screwing the pooch again against Auburn. Auburn visits Bama. Bama I don't know. They've lost too many games that we thought that they were going to win for me to just say, oh, yeah, they should easily win this one.
Right.
So I don't know about that one. Let's move to your game, Miami at Syracuse. I have this as being a defensive test for Miami.
Yeah, their defense
We've been saying that all year, but
their defense has been playing better as of late.
they got to pass a test eventually.
To make a deep playoff run, they're going to have that defense step up. That offense can't have any kind of slowness to them, especially going into a playoff, because it's that, like we've been saying all year, that Miami defense is just not that great. So you're relying a lot on that offense, but that defense has to step up at some point.
I think what I was trying to get at is it's not a test, and you explaining it kind of gives me a better, some better verbiage for you. I don't think it's a test. I think it's more of a check off. Like, that's where they have to get it all right. That's where they can move around some schemes, move around some players maybe, and figure out what's going to work, because they should win this game offensively on that side.
Right.
And even if they make one or two mistakes, they should still be able to win this game.
Right.
So maybe get that defense in check. Because Syracuse ain't slouch. I think they're like 8-2 or something like
Yep.
that, 8-3. Move to the next game, Battle of Arizona. You have ASU at Arizona. I have is ASU for real with a question mark. This is a test for them. I think they win, but it's in Arizona. It's northern Arizona. It's a little colder up there.
Little Arizona matchup.
Yeah. I look for ASU. I'm from Phoenix, so if you're closer to ASU, the city, that's the college you rep, and if you're on the outskirts,
Where's Arizona?
Arizona's in northern Arizona. It's
Okay.
like Prescott area, I think.
Okay. Texas matchup.
Yeah, the Texas matchup. And this is my game of the week. I know I said I had a potential, but this is my pick for game of the week. It's Texas at Texas A&M. We were talking about this probably, I think, last week, actually. It's going to be a matchup for Texas. I look for us to easily win, and I'm going to go off and say by 10. I think this is the one that we look out. This is our final showing of who we are before we get to those playoffs.
Right.
So I think
Got to make a statement with it.
I think it's a statement game for us. Good call.
Easy. Last time I said that, didn't work out for me.
By 10. We're taking it. Hook 'em.
Say what
You heard
chest.
it. Let's go.
All right, let's get to some hoops
Let's talk some hoops. Yeah.
to get this thing rolling.
Let's go. Who's hot and who's not?
Boston continues to stay hot at 14-3. They've won 3 straight.
Mm-hmm.
Cleveland at a nice 17-1.
Still only one loss.
Yeah, that one
Crazy.
loss to that Celtics team where
Right.
game last week went. It was actually a really good game.
Yeah, barely a loss.
Cleveland was down pretty substantial. I think it was up to 18 or 20 points at one point, but came all the way back, and it came down to the end there.
Yeah, they look good.
Orlando sitting at 11-7. Clippers sitting at 11-7. They've won 3 straight.
That's been a surprising.
And then Houston.
Yeah, that's
sitting
another
at-
surprise.
Yeah, Houston's been at 12-6. Still looking pretty solid. So who's not, Clings? I see number 1 there.
Let's start with the Suns. They're 9-7. They have not won
Since we talked.
in 2 episodes. 2 episodes. So
Has it
that's
been that
a 5-game losing streak.
Damn.
Yep. Since we went to talking hoops, and I said the Suns were hot because we started out, I think, 9-2.
Yeah, 2 weeks since November 12th.
We've lost 5 straight. We are 9-7. We haven't won since November 12th. The Lakers are also not. So sorry, Cal, and anybody else who's a Lakers lover.
Luckily,
They're 10-6.
I was gonna say, luckily their record is still decent. But
I'm
they
saying
have
they're
lost
not because
the
they
last-
lost a
yeah,
lot. Yeah, I'm going off their streaks.
they've lost the last 2.
And then we got the Kings 8-9, 3-game losing streak. I don't know what's going on over there.
Losing streak.
No idea. And another one, I have no idea. They should definitely be better. You have the Wolves at 8-8, 2-game losing streak.
Yeah, they lost Karl Anthony Towns this year. He went to New York,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of seems like
added Julius Randle.
yeah. I mean, it's kind of a swap of big men. I don't know. Karl Anthony Towns has been playing pretty damn well in New York.
Oh
But
yeah,
I think they're missing him. I think Julius Randle.
he's the only one playing well over there.
Yeah, I don't think Randall's filled the shoes that left essentially
No, I'm with that. Let's talk about some players though.
this past week. Yeah,
Did you see Dalton Connect?
I did. I bet on him that day.
How much did you take him for?
15, 3 threes. Yeah, it was
37 points, 9 3-pointers, ties the most by a rookie for the Lakers.
Hell yeah.
You have a trouble in Phoenix with no KD.
They need him back for sure.
He is back next game versus the Lakers.
There you go.
That's coming up. We'll get to that.
Oh, that's a good game.
Yeah, it's going to be the Cup game too. What's up with the Wolves? We already touched on that. Let's go to the Clippers getting hot. I think something's going on with that wall. What we got on?
He's looking at something.
Kyle's got some stats, some knowledge.
Yeah, he's got a stat for us from this past week.
Hit.
LaMelo Ball.
Yep.
He's the fastest player in NBA history to record.
Fastest.
The second fastest.
I think I said fackest.
In NBA history to record 600 career 3 points made. That son of a bitch blew my bet last week. I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. I forget who they were playing, but he got benched the last 12 minutes of the game because I think of lackadaisical play. I had him for 4 threes. He finished with 3. That was sick. Thank you.
He just cooked the Bucks with 50 points,
Yeah.
10 assists, 5 rebounds, and an assist. Arguably they're talking about him being one of the best point guards right now in the league. So.
He definitely is making a name for himself there. I don't disagree.
Right. A couple other noticeable performances over some good teams, though. We got Cam Thomas put up 30 points. That's a 30-point game. He put it up against the Kings. So the Kings are looking like the team to not play defense.
Right.
Jimmy Buckets gets a win against the Mavs, 33 points. Lauri Markkanen, 34 points against the Knicks. And the dub. All these people got the dubs, by the way. That's why they're on this list.
There you go.
They upset a good team, and they showed out. We're coming up with a segment for that. We haven't got the name for it, but we'll get to it. Wemby is the next guy. 25 points, 7 rebounds, 9 assists, 3 blocks against Golden State.
Yeah,
we'll
dive more into basketball segments after the NFL season reaches playoffs. Less to talk about.
Last one we got, and this one's kind of like a fun one to say. Scottie Pippen Jr. for the Grizzlies puts up 30 points and 10 assists, a double-double against his dad's old team in the Bulls. So shout out to Scottie.
Scottie Pippen Jr.
Yeah.
So we got some matchups coming up this week. We have
what we got?
Lakers at Suns on Tuesday in the NBA Cup. And then Wednesday we got Rockets at Wolves.
No. Rockets Wolves is Tuesday as well as the Cup. My handwriting looks a little bad over there.
Okay.
Wednesday is Knicks Mavs and Thunder and Warriors. And then Friday the Cup continues with Clippers at Wolves and Thunder at Lakers.
Yeah, it seems like this group play for the Cup has been going on for a while.
I don't like how they do it one day and then switch up the next day.
Yeah, it should be just like a straight solid week or two.
Or a month.
Right, however long it needs to be. Yeah, they're still counting towards the record, so why break it up like that? It is kind of weird.
That's what they might.
And they keep fucking switching the floors. It's way too much.
Fucking up my
can't see the basketball.
Yeah. No more dark colors. No dark colors.
Well, someone had a red court and the ball is orange. You can't even see them dribbling it.
Right.
What the fuck is going
Red's
on?
dark to me. And dark colors.
Yeah.
Keep that shit light. There we go. Ravens are moving. Let's go to Talking Hoops NCAA to wrap up the sports talk. Last week, we got some upsets and some good wins. Friday, Duke got a good win against Arizona. We talked about that one, 69-55.
I think you had the stat backwards. I think you texted me and corrected it. You said somebody owned somebody.
It was. I knew I had watched this match. This is one of my favorite matchups to watch, Duke and Arizona. They've been good for the last 10 years. But the last couple years, one of them I knew has owned the other one.
It's been Duke,
right? I thought it was Duke being Duke. I took the easier guess, but it's actually Arizona.
Okay.
Arizona won 3 out of. Oh, he almost got it.
God.
3 out of 4 of the last meetings, but now it's 3 out of 2. So Duke gets that win. It was a good game. Baylor loses to number 11 Tennessee this past Friday, but Baylor had a great win on Thursday.
Buzzer beater,
second overtime against St. John's. Me and Kyle actually watched that. St. John's actually had the game the whole time, blew it going into overtime, then blew it
at the end
of the first overtime, then blew it at the end of the second. So they blew it at the end of the second. St. John's player
doing a lot of blowing.
Blowing. He goes to the line. All he has to do is knock down these 2 free throws, go up by 4.
They're free
He
throws.
misses both free throws, and Baylor comes down with like 3 seconds, heaves up a 3, and it goes in. So St. John's, I liked them in the beginning, but the fact that they just let Baylor, a team that I thought was not shooting well, get that win.
Right.
I'm not on St. John's anymore. Let's go to somebody I did say to look out for.
Hey, you said you like.
I don't want to switch this up now that UConn lost. Marquette. Marquette beat number 6 Duke with the upset. I called that one. 76-58. That's not just an upset over a number 6 team. That's a belt to ass kind of win.
A number 6 team. Sound like you said number 16.
Oh, number 16.
There you go.
There we go. But Marquette was 15 and Purdue was 6, so that's a great upset.
Yep.
I like Marquette jumping the gun to go to the Final Four.
Yeah, especially like you said, a ass whooping, almost 20-point win. I mean, that's pretty
over a number 6 team.
It's pretty substantial.
Yeah. So just keep an eye out for Marquette. We got some big games to watch this week to wrap it up. Number 4 Auburn tonight. They probably are playing right now. Actually, number 4 Auburn at number 5 Iowa State.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on tonight, after the football game, if you want to watch some college game, you're not going to be able to do it because you won't hear this until after. I do this every time.
Yeah.
UNC number 10 plays Dayton. What you got, Kyle? Iowa State is up 49-33 on Auburn. Damn it, I didn't play it. I liked Iowa State. I like them. That's another team to watch out for.
You have Auburn circled.
I have a slip. My head works in mysterious ways.
So we got Tuesday.
Yeah, let's go to Tuesday. We got Oregon at number 23, Texas A&M. That's a good one. Texas A&M, I look for them to move up. They normally have a good basketball program. So we go to number 7, Houston at number 8, Alabama.
This should be a good one.
Definitely going to be a good one.
Yeah.
Bama finished very high last year. I don't know how many returning starters they got. They have them ranked kind of high. They've already lost this year. I know that.
Right.
Houston has always been a good school in the last at least 5 years with their offensive scoring, the Cougars.
Mm-hmm.
So I look for Houston to win this one, but I think it might be a close game. Then I think.
Oh, okay. I was seeing if they made the field goal.
Oh, okay. So are Ravens up?
We're winning 14-13. We're
Okay.
about to kick.
All right. Let's move to that last game on Tuesday. It's a good one. Duke at your pick, number 1, Kansas. Kansas is plus money right now.
Really?
I think it's free money and I'm just talking to you because
I'm gonna take a chance. I'm gonna take a look at it.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, Duke has played a lot of tough opponents to start the year. They are playing a tough schedule to start.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they are battle tested right now. So I think that's
feel
why they probably have Kansas as an underdog.
I feel like Duke. It's because Duke has a huge fan base. And if everybody that gambles already looked at this game,
Hammering the Duke money line,
hammering Duke in it. So that's putting all that money
Duke in it.
Yeah, so that's putting that plus money to Kansas. But yeah, I think that's going to be a good game. If Kansas wins that game, look for them to keep that number 1 seed for a while. That was a good pick.
Right, and then
but if they don't, we'll be talking. Next Monday.
I mean, we got a lot of time.
It's very early.
I was gonna say we got 5 months till March.
Yeah, it hasn't. Some teams don't even have 3 games in yet.
4 months. Sorry, 4 months till March.
Plus 150 for Kansas.
Interesting.
I like that. Let's go to the last day. I got some games for. We got Texas A&M at number 14, Creighton. Creighton is another team that I like. They're known for shooters. So I'm gonna say I like a lot of teams, and the tendency for that is anybody that has a good 3-point offensive scoring team. That's normally teams I tend towards. Basically, people that can stroke.
Yeah.
I like people to stroke, and
he
the kick
likes
is good.
To stroke.
The kick is good. 17-13 Ravens. Let's go to the last game. We have number 24 Rutgers at number 8 Bama.
Bama with 2 back-to-back.
Exactly. I got it written.
Games.
I got it written down. If Bama loses to Houston, I look for them to win this one against Rutgers on a bounce back. But if they win, I could see Rutgers upsetting. If that makes any sense. I don't think Bama's consistent. If that makes.
You don't
sense.
think they can win both?
No.
I mean, I think that Houston game is going to be a tougher test.
My opinion on it.
If they lose to Houston, I think you're about right. I think they can beat Rutgers. I don't think that Rutgers game is a problem for them. If they beat Houston, I can see them beating Rutgers as well.
Coming out and just being on.
I don't think that Rutgers team will give them as much of a test.
I'm with you. I gotta see Bama play. I haven't seen them play this year. to be
All right.
honest.
So,
Take us into that AP top 10.
well, it is early. I don't know if we want to dive into that right now or not, but we can. I'll keep it quick.
I do just because I like the teams at the bottom. if
Number
I'm being
1,
real.
Kansas. Number 2, UConn. Number 3, Gonzaga. Number 4, Auburn. Number 5, Iowa State. Number 6, Purdue. Number 7, Houston. Number 8, Bama. Number 9, Kentucky. And number 10, UNC. On the outside, we got 11, Tennessee. 12, Duke. 13, Baylor. 14, Creighton. And 15, Marquette.
So the only reason why I wanted you to run through that is 12, 14, and 15. Duke, Creighton, and Marquette. I look for those three to be in the top 10 within the next couple weeks.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. Those three: Duke, Creighton, and Marquette.
Right on. All right, so we have a Top Tuesday for y'all.
Tuesday.
This will be coming out on Tuesday, the 26th. So
Thanksgiving edition.
Yeah, we have a Top Tuesday for you, Thanksgiving edition. We have our top 5 Thanksgiving traditions.
Mm-hmm.
So I will start with my number 5. I'll go with the Macy's Parade. So this is more for the ladies out there. I watch it because it's on, but my wife likes to watch it, so
Facts.
I know it's a lot.
You live in a house with all girls.
That's right. So I'm excited to see my daughter and wife have that tradition going up. So,
Well, I'm gonna say I know your feeling because I have number 5. It's a new tradition for me, but ever since I've had my daughter Grace, I watch the Macy's Day Parade with her.
There you go.
She loves the big giant floats and the balloons.
yeah, she loves.
Yeah, it's definitely a female's tradition.
Mhm.
I'm not hating on any guys that get any enjoyment out of that,
Girl dad.
but if you're a girl dad, you can appreciate what we're getting at. With
Take
that.
me to your number 4.
Let's go number 4. I have 2 boys as well, so a new tradition I got is I've been having them fight over the wishbone.
There you go.
And when I say fight, they have to fight to at least get a hand on there because they have a sister that wants to get up in there. So they have to show that they're manly enough.
They got to get in there,
that.
get it first.
Yeah, so that's been a good tradition the last couple times.
Hell yeah.
With my boys.
My number 4 is Black Friday shopping.
Ugh.
Now it's kind of gone away.
Didn't even make my list.
It's the old school Black Friday shopping. I used to go with my mom.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we used to go down to Myrtle Beach for Thanksgiving with our family, and I used to love going with my mom at like 3 a.m., 2 a.m., like, because it was like the only time I was allowed to stay up
Get all
late.
this new stuff.
Yeah, it was like the only time I was allowed to stay up late. I'd go out with my mom.
It's so candy.
It's kind of lost now because Black Friday shopping
Is now Brown Thursday.
they not even that. I was gonna say it's the whole damn month, as Kyle just said over here.
It's getting terrible.
It's
It
awful.
ruined.
It did. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, my number 3 is seeing cousins. Nothing like
Hey, that's a good one.
Getting
Hey,
together
that's a
with the
good
old
one.
cousins,
Yeah.
family time in general. Everybody
Fact.
comes around. So yeah, it's my number 3.
My number 3 is watching football, cheering on a Cowboys loss. That's got to be one. I wanted to put this one number 1, but when I get to number 1, you'll see how in depth I get with that. But watching football is a must. I mean, there's a reason,
Absolutely.
There's a reason why teams play every Thanksgiving, and it's a tradition in the United States, not just my
Absolutely.
house.
Absolutely.
So watching football is number 3 for me.
Take me number 2.
Number 2, you gotta have this. Post meal nap. Anybody that knows anybody knows after you stuff that face, you turn on that game, you make it till first quarter, and that itis hits.
Get that nap in there.
You just start snoozing, and then you wake up and you get another plate.
There you go. And ain't nothing wrong with that. My number 2 is football, watching football as well. I put that at number 2 for me. I love just the day, having the day watching football. Go outside, maybe toss a little football.
Toss a little pigskin around.
Yeah.
I like it.
Nothing better. I love
Me and
watching
Kyle
football.
will
and
definitely be tossing some pigskin around.
My number 1
Here we go.
is feasting.
Mm.
I love to just get fat as fuck on Thanksgiving. Feed me.
So I gotta ask a side question. What's your favorite? What's your favorite dish, whatever to put on your plate?
Topping is gravy. I put that shit on all of it.
Okay.
My
I
favorite
gotta agree with that as well.
dish is probably
Turkey or brown gravy, by the way.
brown. I love
Okay.
brown gravy. But my
Down with
favorite
the brown.
My favorite dish is Oh man,
Don't do it to me.
I'm gonna say turkey.
Okay.
I just love the turkey and the mashed potatoes is right there
You
with
put it
me.
together. You dip your turkey in the mashed potatoes.
Oh yeah,
together.
yeah. Get me excited for Thursday.
All right. We're gonna.
But you can't go wrong with
Let's
it.
finish it up with number 1, and you can't go wrong with it. Food. I'm gonna take it out of your hand. I have my number 1 is eating a plate of just baked mac and cheese. I have to have it. I will have
I
it.
love mac and cheese.
I get a whole plate. That's normally what I prime myself with.
Yeah,
I'll get that like before I dive in. Like that'd be my first quarter kind
get
of
lubed
snack.
up with some mac and cheese.
Whoa.
Spit on that thing.
Tua. No, but baked mac and cheese, I put it at number 1 just because
I don't hate it.
You don't
I love
always
mac
get
and cheese.
this. You never get this. At least I don't. So this is the only time I would get this this dish, and normally it was my grandma making it, and the only person that could make it like her was during Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And so that's what I hold on to. Is
Yeah,
baked mac and cheese.
So
Can I get a baked mac and cheese?
my hierarchy would be turkey, mashed potatoes, mac and cheese. It's a must-have on my plate every single year.
You got to have corn too. Think about it.
Not a
Thanksgiving.
huge corn.
I know you're not, but think about it though.
I mean, it's on there.
The history.
It's all on there. My plate is to the gills.
I'm being serious. Kyle's laughing at me, but I'm being serious. Think about it. The Native Americans back then, that's all they could grow things with was corn. Actually, go ahead, fact check.
I'm not fact
Oh,
checking.
it's a huge thing. Is corn was one of their biggest whatever.
They used to sit on it.
Mark told me about a dream he had one time.
Whoa.
Running butt naked
Oh,
through a cornfield backwards, something like that.
that's just not true.
Yes. Anyways.
He said yes. All right, so let's wrap this thing up. We got our big play parlay. So we're going to switch it up because we can't hit a fucking parlay with this. So
we can't hit shit.
So
with
we're
this thing.
each going to pick one player to score 2 touchdowns. So we're going to try this. We're going to see. I mean, can't lose many more. So yeah, fuck it.
And we get 2 chances this
Yeah,
week.
we're going to do a little Thanksgiving special. So we're going to do a Thursday slip and then a Sunday slip. So this Thursday, I'm taking CD Lamb to score twice against the Giants.
I love that pick.
You're taking...
David Montgomery
So,
versus the Bears. What do you got for
I
me?
will say Montgomery did get hurt last game. So if he doesn't play, do you like Gibbs to score 2 then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just a little substitution if it comes to.
Absolutely. The only reason why I picked Montgomery is obviously he used to play for him
Yeah, I like that.
rivalry
I like the pick. I do like the
in
pick.
Chicago.
I just know there's a chance he might not play
No, I'm glad I didn't.
that short of a week.
Nope, I'm with you.
So yeah, nice Gibbs Lamb or a Montgomery Lamb. We're gonna first selection is Montgomery, but if he does not play, substitute Gibbs in there.
Mm-hmm.
For Sunday, I'm taking Joe Mixon to score 2 against the Jags.
He did not score this past week.
Yeah, that's why I
He's
like
been a touchdown.
Yeah, that's why I like him for
Fiend.
2 this week.
So I love both of your picks, by the way.
I love yours too.
Hey,
So
I
Mike,
love you.
go ahead. I love you too, brother.
Let's go, Mikey Evans versus the Panthers. He did not score this past weekend.
Yeah. So whenever you texted me that, he was the other one I was looking at.
You already had it. on
Yeah.
there.
So I
We're
like the
thinking,
pick.
Hey, this could be the shot.
And we're gonna do. I'm gonna throw a curveball at you. Bird Bowl special. Saquon and Derrick Henry scored 2 each,
I love it.
just for the hell of
I
it.
love it. Yeah. We already
just for us,
We
though.
already said it, but I like that.
Yeah, that's
The
just for
Bird
us.
Bowl.
Um,
Yeah.
So we'll wrap this thing up. Let's go, birds.
Let's go. Hey, one last thing.
What you got?
You mentioned Ovi.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know we weren't going to bring up ice, but you can do this for a minute. Tell me about it.
He got a fractured tibia.
Uh-huh.
Fractured tibia. It is a small fracture. He's out 4 to 6 weeks. So hopefully it's no more than 6 weeks because he needs to get back on the ice so he can start chasing that goal.
I
record
asked
again.
Josh,
Plus, we need him.
another hockey guy, Caps fan. Does Ovi still get the record with this injury?
Probably not this year because he's gonna keep playing for. He's gonna play till he gets.
Yeah,
the
we already
record.
talked about that.
He's gonna get the record.
Okay. All right.
This year, having this injury this year seems unlikely. He would just have to come back and literally score like every game. So
Facts.
unlikely
And,
this year.
I mean,
I wouldn't
it's
pass-
Ovi.
yeah, I was gonna
It's
say, I wouldn't-
Ovi.
I wouldn't put it
He's a
past
different
Ovi.
beast, man.
But yeah, I don't. He'll definitely play till he gets the record. If that's what you're asking.
Nope, I'm with it.
So yeah, let's wrap this thing up. As always,
Wrap it up.
be kind, spread love. We'll see y'all next week.
We out.